Hey guys, just another whip and chat. This one will probably only be a quick one. I'm sorry about the angle of the camera. I'm just trying to have a... I don't want to really touch it because it falls. Is that... no? That's not good. You don't want to be looking at my lap. Stop shaking. Stop doing that. I don't want to give you motion sickness. We're not on a boat. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, good morning. Oh, look, stop shaking. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. As usual, come on in. Cold drinks in the fridge. Right. Okay, so, quick whip and chat. Just to try and, what I want to do is try and get as many videos, well, not as many, but a few videos up, because I'm just starting out. At this point, I've only got one video up. I've just done a What's in My Stash Wednesday. I'm hoping the next couple of weeks I'll have a couple of unboxings, which should be Diamond Art Club. Because I'm in Australia, Diamond Art Club takes so long to get to me, but that's okay. I don't mind waiting. They're worth the wait. They're worth the wait. Okay, let's start with E44. So yeah, it's pretty early in the morning here. And my partner's out at work for the doll shoot stuff. Yeah, that one. And I thought, while I've got the house to myself, I would do a bit of a whip and chat. Just a quick one. Just to put a video up, say how you're going, all that sort of fun stuff. Hope you enjoyed the last video. That's also on Mrs. Crochet and Coffee's page. Just a shout out to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Thank you very much for putting that challenge out. I think I said it in my last video, but that really is, she doesn't have to do it, but she does it for the new YouTubers, and that really helps us out, I guess. It gives us views that we may not have gotten, and just sets us up a little bit better. Mrs. Crochet and Coffee is all about her viewers and people that like her and her subscribers, and she's just got a great outlook on stuff. She's a genuine person, just really good. I just wanted to do a shout out and say thank you, just on behalf of all new YouTubers, I guess, because we need it. We need that help, and it's really good to sort of get it from popular YouTubers such as herself, that have already done the hard work, that knows what it's like to have to work and get your subscribers up and get your channel going. And like I said, it just makes it that bit easier for us, which, I'm very appreciative of. So thank you, Mrs. Coffee, from all of us in YouTube land, I guess. Okay, next thing. I didn't really do, I've just started out, and this is my third video I've ever done. So I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera. I'm getting a little bit more relaxed. I think today's a bit better because I'm in the house by myself. My partner's not here, like I said, and even though I'm still sitting here trying to talk to myself, you know, it's just that little bit more relaxing and easier to do. So just a quick whip and chat while I'm here in the house by myself. And I didn't really, when I watched my video back the other day, I didn't really tell you as much about me. Like, I told you the basics, where I live. You know, I'm 38, going on 39. You know, just basics. But I guess over time, you know, viewers will learn more and more about me. I will open up more and more. And I've got a few things that I wanted to mention. Like my preference in drills. I don't really have one. Preference in drills, things I like, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, I didn't really go into little details like that. So I thought I'd share a few little tidbits with you. So preference in drills. I don't have a preference. If I had to choose one at the moment, it would be squares, probably because I'm working on a square. Because I'm a Diamond Art Club girl. I've said this in all my videos so far. And when it comes to Diamond Art Club, it does not matter whether you like squares, whether you like rounds, because they're just so easy to work with. If I wasn't able to work on Diamond Art Club and, you know, I had to work on the cheaper kits, then I would probably say I'm more towards the rounds, because they do go quicker. And I find them, a lot of people say, no, they're not, but I find them sparklier. Is that a word, sparklier? Sparklier? Sparklier. Sparklier. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, a bit random. It's still early, guys. It's still early. I try and make, so far I've tried to make my whip and chats fun when I start doing them. I don't want to be robotic, I guess, or boring. Some of you probably find me boring anyway. You're probably listening to my voice going, oh my God, no, turn her off. That's okay. See you later. That's okay. I'm not for everyone. I'm not. I can be the biggest pain in the butt to listen to. I understand that. I know this. I'm not in denial. That's in Egypt. I'm not in denial. Get it? Got it? Good. Oh. It's too early, people. So yeah, at the moment I'm liking squares. With Diamond Art Club, I don't have a preference, just because they are good. They're a good company. But like I said, if I could only work on cheaper kits, then I would be a rounds person, just because they're quicker, they're easier, they fit better. You've got less of a chance of popping drills. So, let that go. Oh, good Lord. Like I said, too early. Too early. What else do I... Okay, I like horror movies. I'm a horror movie buff. Both me and my partner, we both like our horror movies. A lot of them, we're the sort of people that will sit and laugh at horror movies. Has anybody seen that movie, what was it called, Hereditary? It was a weird film. It was weird. But there's a part there, and me and my partner, like, when I first got with Barry, he has always been a horror movie buff. Like, he loves anything scary. And, you know, we were sitting there and watching horror movies and that, and whatever movie we were watching to start with, something had happened and I laughed. And he looked at me and I thought, oh shit, he's going to think I'm psycho. And he just went, what was that? And I went, what? He went, did you just laugh? And I'm like, yeah. So, you know, it's a bit weird. But I am one of those ones that will laugh at a horror movie. You know, that Hereditary movie, there was the part there where the young girl's in the back seat and her brother's trying to get her home or to the hospital or something because she's having an anaphylactic shock and her throat's closing up, and she winds the window down trying to get air, and she's clawing at even thinking about it, she's clawing at her throat trying to get air, and she puts her head out the window, and he's driving the car and he's panicking because he'd been at a party and she wasn't meant to be there. And so he's trying to get her to the hospital while she's having this anaphylactic shock, this allergic reaction to nuts or whatever she'd taken. And he's driving along and he looks in the back seat to try and keep her in the car because she's half out the car trying to get air. And he turns back and he's come off the road and he... I'm sorry, it's not funny. He wipes her head off with a power pole. I mean, 1 minute it's there and then it's just gone. I'm sorry, it's not fun. It's not funny. But I laughed. I laugh at those sort of things. Like, I don't find, you know, I do like Paranormal Activity. The first time I watched the very first Paranormal Activity, I couldn't sleep for days. Could not sleep. Not for the life of me. Nope. That sort of stuff will freak me the hell out. But I love it. I love it. But, and Chucky, like in Child's Play, love Chucky. Every time we watch a Chucky or Child's Play movie, I say to my partner, I'm like, oh look, it's my husband. And he's like, you're a weirdo. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not right in the head. There's something wrong there. But that's just the sort of person I am. Like, I'm not a serious person. I wasn't raised to be a serious person. That was my mum's coping mechanism when something was wrong, or, you know, someone had, yeah, if something went wrong, Mum would make a joke out of it, and even though she would be stressing and worried and, you know, whatever, Mum would try and make light of the situation so nobody else panicked or worried. And I guess that trait sort of got passed off to me because that's how I was brought up. Like, you don't make fun, like if someone dies, you don't make fun of them. Like, that's wrong. I know that. But, you know, like serious situations, like with, okay, for example, Dad with his cancer, because he's got bowel cancer, and we've had to go away to Townsville and everything backwards and forwards because, like I said in my last whip and chat, we live in a rural town. So, you know, even though we've got doctors and nurses, hospitals and, well, a hospital and everything here, for serious things like cancer, operations, all that sort of stuff, you've got to go away to, like, bigger places like Brisbane, Townsville, Rocky. And so we go to Townsville because that's my brother's near there, and Dad wanted to be close to family if he was to go away for treatment for his cancer. which was fine, so that's what we did. So, you know, we'd go away and Dad would be sitting there getting his chemo, in the chemo chair, you know, absolutely, he must have been scared out of his brain, not knowing what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what to expect. You know, it's a scary thing when you've never been through it, or seen someone go through it. It is scary. So, yeah, and I did my best to sort of make light of the situation and make him laugh. Like, not in the way of making fun of him, just making fun of the situation. Making the best out of the situation, I guess you could call it. You know, there's no point in sitting there and moping and, you know, whatever's going to happen's going to happen. Make the best of it. You know, it's not a great situation, but you don't have to make it worse by sitting there and thinking the worst, and pouting and grumbling, and, you know, that's not going to help anyone. So, you know, have a laugh and a joke with the doctors and the nurses, and, you know, have a laugh and a joke with Dad. And actually, it was when we very first went away to get his treatment. Well, it wasn't his treatment, it was his proper diagnosis. And he got his stoma and everything. It was the first time we had to go to Townsville anyway. And, you know, it was the very first time I'd ever been on a plane, like ever. I'm not one for heights. I am not one for flying. My little feet are meant to be on the ground. Dude, if God wanted me to fly, I'd have wings. By now they would have sprouted, I swear to God. But when we first took off, like, my anxiety at the best of times isn't that great. You know, you put me in a tiny little sardine can like that plane that we were on, and you go, okay, we're going thousands of feet in the air now, hold on. I'm not going to react very well. We found this out. Whoops. You know, getting on the plane was fine. Getting into position on the runway was fine. The second they started taking off, I was just like, nope. Nope. Just nope. Take me home. And, you know, at that stage, I was meant to be there for Dad. Dad had never pick that up. Dad had never really been on a plane either, like not a decent plane. And there were other people on the, excuse me, I can't reach. There were other people on, don't you fall, on the plane, and I'm having a panic attack. And as soon as those wheels left the ground, Dad was sitting beside me. I'm glad it was Dad beside me, not a stranger, because that just would have been really embarrassing. I grabbed Dad's hand. Now, I haven't held Dad's hand since I was like 7, guys. Okay, I automatically just grabbed Dad's hand, and I'm holding on for dear fucking life. And I'm like, in my head, like I'm sitting there, my eyes were scrunched shut, I couldn't breathe, I was panicking, my heart was going 100 miles an hour. I just, you know, I didn't feel sick, but I'm holding Dad's hand really tight, and I'm like, flipping heck, what am I going to do? You know, I'm meant to be here for Dad, not the other way round. And I tried to calm myself down, and I thought, I've got to be stressing Dad out, because tears started rolling. I couldn't breathe. Tears started rolling down my face. I'm crying, like sobbing, crying, not just, I was full-on panic attack. And I was holding Dad's hand so tight, I thought by the time we land, he's going to not only have to deal with his cancer, he's going to have to get a plaster cast for his hand. But I look over at Dad, here I am, panicking over whether I'm stressing Dad out, and I've got to try and keep Dad calm, and I'm having a panic attack. I look over, this bastard is laughing at me. Like, he is full on laughing at me. And I've just looked at him, I went, well, I'm glad you're having fun. Like, but that made me feel better that he wasn't stressing. But yeah, I'm sitting there worried about Dad, that I'm stressing Dad out because of my panic attack, and I look at him and he's having the best old time laughing at me. Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks for the concern. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm not meant to fly. I knew. So, you know, once I knew Dad was okay, it made me feel better. And I sort of calmed down. I still don't like flying. We have been numerous times, and nope. If someone said to me, you know, get in this plane and fly to such and such a place, I'd be like, no thank you, I'll walk. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Have you seen me? I wouldn't walk. I'm not built for walking. Just, no. Guys, I'm a big girl. I'm not meant to walk. No, not walking. I like my feet on the ground too much. So yeah, so I like to make light of situations. So yeah, you know, anything. I like scary movies, but you know, I've just gone on a wild tangent there. It's okay, and I've just put that in the wrong spot. Let's pick them off. I love, how's this? I love scary movies, and my friends make fun of me for this. I am terrified of E.T. Yep, I know. Laugh it up. It's okay. Yep, I am terrified of that movie. Cannot watch E.T. I seriously, like, I have watched the whole movie. And yes, I know it's meant for children. I did not like it when I was a child. And I still don't like it now. Don't judge me. No, I can't do E.T. I really... And the whole E.T. phone home thing, yeah, that freaks me the hell out. That little dude is creepy as hell. That's, yep. He not right in the head. He was, I swear to God, E.T. was first cross-dresser. You know, where she dresses him up in the wig and the hat and makeup and, yeah. But, I can't do that movie. You know the part where Elliot runs into the cornfield or the wheat field or whatever it is, and he comes face to face with E.T. and E.T.'s neck extends and they scream? Oh my God, goosebumps. I hate that part. I hate that part. I can't watch it. Cannot watch it. That movie is not a child. I swear to God, that's not a kid's movie. It's not. That is horrific. It's... nope. Don't do E.T. So, love horror movies, hate E.T. Go figure. It's about the only movie I can't watch. I know it sounds weird, but it really is the only movie that I cannot watch because I get terrified. Like, and I'm not just talking scared. Like, I can't look at him. He freaks me the hell out. Just his face. Like, he's got this long face. And yet, get this. when I was younger and the movie was like really popular and everything, like Mum went out and bought, I don't know whether anybody else had these or would remember these. She had an E.T. beanbag. Does anybody remember the E.T. beanbags? I loved that beanbag, but I hated E.T. It, like, if anybody remembers the E.T. beanbag, it had the arms, the E.T. arms that would sort of wrap around you, and it had the big long fingers, and then the beanbag, you'd sit like in the middle of the beanbag, and then his head would come up and sort of be over your shoulder sort of thing, or behind your head. I love that beanbag, but I hated the movie. Mum thought she was doing a good thing when she bought that beanbag. And I guess, yeah, but, yeah, don't make me watch that movie. I ain't watching that movie. You keep that to yourself. What else? I don't know what else. Oh, in the last whip and chat, I said I'd tell you about the time I painted murals on my mother's walls. Let's tell you about that. So, Mum and Dad own their own home. They've owned this house for years and years and years and years, as long as I can remember. And so, me, in my teens, I was going through that real creative. Like I said, I do a lot of graphite art. I've always been arty, crafty sort of person. So, what was I doing there? So, you know, I got into my teens and I was like, okay, I want to do something different. And I'd seen this picture of a panther, and it was just a simple drawing that someone had did that I'd seen in a magazine. And it was like half the panther was in light and it was white with a black outline, and then the other half was just black, with like your highlights around the eyes, claws on his feet, and he was walking directly at you. And I loved it. And I said to Mum one night, I remember I was sitting in the shower, sitting in the bathtub, and I think I would have been about 16. I was still at high school, and I had this brilliant idea that I wanted this painted on my wall. I thought, how good would that look, life-size, on a wall? And then I just thought process went, I can do that. We're going to do that. So I walked out to Mum after I got out of the bath, and I'm like, hey Mum, can I do a thing? And she went, oh God, what? Like, Mum knows what I'm like with my crafty stuff and my painting and all that. And I'm like, can I paint my room? She's like, what colour? I went, no. You don't understand, lady. I don't want to paint the whole room. I said, I want to do this panther. And I was telling her. And she went, I said, that's all I want to do is just that one panther, paint it up on the wall so it's right beside my bed. And she's like, if that's all you're doing, then yes. And my bedroom walls were white, or like an off-white or whatever they were. And so went down to the hardware the next day, got the paint. That was all good. I drew it up, painted it. Yep, that was great. Absolutely loved it. Turned out really, really well. I haven't got any photos of it. I used to. They got lost somewhere. Mum went and took them somewhere to show someone and left them there, and now I don't have them. But anyway, So I did this big panther on my bedroom wall. What the hell was that? Hopefully it was just a cat. And then after I did that, I thought, well, that looks weird. It's just one panther. And I was going through that teenage sort of emo stage, I guess, where everything you want to be black, and, you know, it wasn't really, I can't say I had a rebellious stage because Mum gave me absolutely nothing to rebel against. You know, you'd try to rebel and it's just like, yeah, go for it. You know, I never snuck out of home. I didn't have to. All I had to do was go, hey, Mum, can I go here? And she'd be like, yep, righto. Just be home by such and such. And, you know, it wasn't even like an early curfew she'd give me. It'd be like, yeah, righto, just be home by like 1 o'clock. And I'm like, well, you're no fun, lady. Give me something to rebel against. What colour am I doing? 33. You know, when I was 16, I wanted a tattoo, and Mum's like, yeah, righto, we'll think about it for a few months first. And I'm just like, really? You're not going to try and stop me? She's like, no, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Can't stop you. I'm like, God damn it. I thought, I'll get her. I went, can I get my nose pierced? She's like, yeah, if you want. I'm just like, is there nothing I can't do? Like, seriously. Like, she cared, but as long as I was letting her know and I wasn't doing drugs or going out and drinking, she didn't care. Like, as long as I was safe and she knew where I was, she didn't care. Mum had raised us really, really well. Mum and Dad did a really good job on all of us. None of us ever turned to drugs or, you know, raging alcoholics or ended up in jail or, you know, stealing or anything like that. So, you know, I think Mum and Dad did a really good job with us kids. Not that we ever had a great deal. We were never spoiled, nothing like that. But anyway, back to my wall. Going off on tangents. Back to my wall. So, I'd done this panther, and I thought, well, it needs more. And I said to Mum, I said, can I do something else? She went, what? And I think she was a bit impressed by the whole panther thing on the wall, and it was something different, and, you know, mural on the wall. And it was in my bedroom. It wasn't like it was in the lounge room or the kitchen or somewhere where everybody's going to see it when they walk into the house. It was in my bedroom. My bedroom was always closed. And I said to Mum, I said, can I do a graveyard scene? She went, a what? I went, can I do a graveyard scene? She went, what, on your bedroom wall? I went, yeah. And this is what I mean by she gave me nothing to rebel against. She went, if you want. And I went, are you serious? I said, you're going to let me paint gravestones on my bedroom wall? She said, you're the one sleeping in there. I said, yeah, it's not going to worry me. She said, just do me one favour. I went, what? She said, don't put names on the gravestones. I went, yep, that's fine. You know, that's no names. That's understandable. So I had this massive graveyard scene all over this big ass wall of mine. And it turned out like it was all done in like blacks and greys and browns, and, you know, it looked really, really good actually. I surprised myself because I don't paint. I can't paint. I suppose if I really put my mind to it and, you know, worked at it, I'd be able to get it done. But this turned out so well. And what I did along the bottom of the wall, I had like the black silhouette of grass coming up from the bottom of the floor on the wall, and I had a hand, like it was sticking up out of the ground, like from one of the graves reaching, and oh, it looked mad. I wish I had photos still, I really do. And I had on each side of the wall, I had two big dead trees coming in, like two big dead tree branches. I had a noose hanging out of one with cobwebs, and this is the sort of kid I was. And then I had it in the middle of that, up the top, I had a big silvery moon with bats flying across it. Like, no joke, I loved this mural. And yes, I slept in that room. I slept in that room. I loved that mural. And I got some coloured paint because the whole wall was done in like blacks, greys, browns. Like the tree was brown and black, and the noose was like your brown rope, twisted brown rope. I'm just going to show the ABs there. Aren't they pretty? I love ABs. So yeah, so I had the noose and everything, and the bats and the hand coming up out of the ground, and then I messed it up. I thought, right, what would really set this off is a bit of coloured mist. And I did a green mist on one side and I did a purple mist on the other side, and I just mucked it up. And I thought, oh, bugger. And I thought, I'm not redoing it. Not redoing it. So it stayed like that for a while. On another wall I had, in the middle of the wall, I'd done a skull with a snake wrapped around it. And then on another wall in my bedroom I had, remember the movie Space Jam? They're meant to be bringing another one out soon. Can't wait. And before the monsters turned into monsters, they were those little, high-pitched talking things, aliens. I had them painted. I painted my entire wall black. My entire wall, not my room, just one wall, black. And I had it all galaxy scene. I had the whole Milky Way splattered across the wall. And I had these little aliens from the movie painted on the bottom of the wall, life size. And then I had Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was life size. He was about 6 foot tall from floor to up the wall. He was about 6 foot. And I'd started Marvin the Martian, and I never actually... Sorry, for some reason I cut out. But yeah, so that's the sort of thing that I did. Righto guys, well, it's been about half an hour, if not. Oh, that's why it cut out. Someone tried to ring me. Whoops, sorry. My bad. She's probably ringing me because I've got to take Dad to the doctor's at 10:30. She'll be making sure we're still going. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for listening. Now you know a little bit more about me, and you're either freaked out or intrigued. Let's hope I intrigued you more than freaked you out, shall we? Okay guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you again for watching. Hope you have a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Cool. See ya.